From 1992 to 1995, Steve Conley was a Razorback linebacker, and after Arkansas, he took his talents to the NFL. Now he's home in Northwest Arkansas doing a host of things. Leading the next generation of gridiron greats is just one of them. Steve joins us live now to talk all things Hogs ahead of a trip to Tampa Bay. Steve, you're at the gym because you are always busy. What did we say? It was training smart, living well? Is that
training? Yes, I'm training smart, living well.
Living well.
Fitness.
And I appreciate you being here.
Hey, anytime I take time from my busy schedule, anytime to talk Razorback football and talk with you.
I appreciate you. Well, hey, you were part of a bowl-bound team your last year with the Hogs, Arkansas, and you actually played my alma mater, North Carolina, and get this, it was called the CarQuest Bowl in Miami.
Yes.
What makes a bowl special? Why is it so significant for a team? And tell me a little bit about how the prep is different for a bowl game rather than prepping for a regular game.
You know, it's the biggest thing once you get to the bowl game is make sure everybody's healthy. It's a long season. You go through a lot to get there. There's a lot of emotions, especially, my senior year with us not getting there for a while. And so it was a special moment for the seniors because we were a senior-laden team to get a chance to play in the CarQuest Bowl in Miami. And the biggest thing is out there to try to go out there with a win, to leave with a win, to have great memories that you can tell, and leave a tradition for the players that's coming behind you so they can try to follow the same things you did.
For Arkansas, how has playing other SEC teams all season, because the competition is so stiff, prepared them for taking on a team like Penn State from the Big Ten?
I think it's going to be great. It's nothing that Penn State will see that it's nothing that Penn State can show Arkansas that they haven't seen all year. On the flip side, I think Penn State is in a similar situation. I don't think their schedule was as tough as Arkansas, but they did have some tough games. I mean, enhanced, they beat Auburn early in the season, a common opponent, and they won. So I think it's going to be a real good game. I think Coach Franklin is a very good coach, former SEC coach, so he'll have him prepared. But I think I'm going with our Razorbacks on this game. I think the stars are aligned. I think Coach Pittman has his team riding the wave to future success going in for the Outback Bowl as well as going forward.
You mentioned how important it is for the seniors and probably guys who are taking it to the next level. What's your gut on if Treylon Burks and maybe some other guys with NFL aspirations will play in the bowl in the era of opt-out?
You know, unlike when I played, everybody played in a bowl. It wasn't as I'm gonna call big business for college athletics. So if he decided not to play in the bowl, I would not fault him. But at the same time, I feel like there is a family atmosphere with this particular team, and I really feel like he doesn't necessarily owe it to anybody but himself. And if I'm a betting man, I would see him playing in this bowl just because of the family atmosphere that Coach Pittman has put on this particular team. And I couldn't think of a better way for this young man to end his career at Arkansas if he decides to move on to the pros to win a bowl game.
I like that. And just to wrap up, how does this game kind of serve as a measuring stick? There are a number of young guys that will be on the team next year. How does it serve as a measuring stick for what's to come for this Arkansas program and what Coach Pittman is building?
I think it is. I think the one thing that the bowl game allows the Razorbacks is more practice time. A lot of times, you know what your veterans are going to give you. At this time, you want to make sure everybody get there healthy. This is the time when you get to see a lot of young talent. And with the transfer portal, it gives another chance for the Razorback to be on the stage, because with a lot of these coaches shakeups, you're getting a lot of kids that's sitting trying to make decisions of whether they're going to come here or not. We just got a big pickup from Oklahoma. And there's other kids out there that's waiting to see, is this Arkansas train just 1 year, or is Coach Pittman going to keep this thing going? And I think this bowl game is a good test for that.
That's such a great point, because the transfer portal is where you get some of the best. Obviously, basketball-wise, Coach Musselman makes a big note of it.
Yes.
Maybe some walk-ons like you, former walk-on, and you were talking before we got on about how special it is for guys like the Grant Morgans of Arkansas's past and present and future to call Arkansas Razorback football home. So you never know where the walk-ons are coming to as well, right?
Yeah, you're definitely right. There's a next Brandon Borsworth. There's a next Grant Morgan out there waiting. And I think by us being in a bowl game, it just inspires kids who have dreams to play for the Razorback to take that challenge.
Coach Conley, I appreciate you always. Your insight is much appreciated. Thanks for joining us, and maybe we'll see you in Tampa, at least always around Northwest Arkansas. Steve Conley, former Arkansas linebacker, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for having me. Remember, train smart and live well.
I'm going to write that down.